Hello and welcome to my truck. My name is Roy. I'm a home cook and amateur baker, and I'm here on this channel typically sharing recipes that have helped me to lose over 125 pounds, whether those recipes are mine or someone else's. Now today is obviously not a recipe, even though this is coming out on a Friday. And for those of you who have been following the air conditioner scenario, we had to have some remediation done in 2 of our rooms. So we had to move everything out of the office and the guest room. And we ended up having to move the office into our living room and kind of move our kitchen table into the living room, so that Paul could have an office, but then the table was too high for him. It was hurting his arms, so he ended up having the people who were moving everything put the desk into the living room. But long story short, everything is all over the place, which is why I'm not doing a recipe today, because everything is in turmoil in the main living area. So everything in the kitchen is kind of in turmoil, upheaval right now. Hopefully over the next week I will get that resolved so that it's got some semblance of normalcy. But for right now, it's just too cluttered, too all over the place, and my brain is just frazzled trying to sort everything out. So I couldn't try adding a recipe to that, figuring out how to do the cameras. Where is Paul gonna go while I'm recording? I mean, I guess he could sit there, but he'd like to play his games, I'm sure, and it's really not going to be helpful. So I don't even know how long this is going to take for us to get everything situated back to normalcy, but I am hoping that I can kind of make some concessions, do some magic around the house, make things a little less tumultuous in my brain, and do a video for you guys next time. Right now, I am on my way over to Paul's aunt's house. As many of you may know, his aunt passed away in February, and we've been trying to get her house prepped for sale. And today we have an inspector coming over, and I am going over to meet him and perhaps the real estate agent, although she was away in California helping out with DragCon, and I'm very jealous of that. So if she came back for this, I guess she's really dedicated to her job, because DragCon, I would be in heaven. I would not want to leave. Anyway, so I'm going over there now. I don't know when the inspector will show up. Hopefully he'll be on time. I might actually be running a little behind, but maybe I can insert a little tour of her house. It's a really nice house, very big, beautiful house. She had it built in 1985, so it's been around a while. It does need a little updating, but it's a beautiful house. Some things that were very unique to her that she came up with, and it's really very interesting. So I don't know if I'll do a tour or not. Depends on when the inspector gets there, how long he's there, because I'm not going to be touring with you guys and have the inspector running around as well. So we shall see what happens there. Now, as far as my weigh-in, since I didn't do one last week, although I will be going live tomorrow, I believe. I think I can still manage that. I'll probably end up being off in the bedroom or something, so it'll... Oh, actually, I was thinking I could be out on the porch, because I haven't been on the porch for you guys at all this summer, so maybe I can go out on the porch, although it's supposed to be up to like 85 tomorrow, or Saturday. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's supposed to be up to 85 on Saturday, so hopefully it won't be too hot. We shall see. I'll be somewhere, but whether it's in the bedroom or the porch, I'll be somewhere. I'll be live. 2 o'clock Eastern time, as many of you know. And then Monday, 7:30 p.m., I do a live chat online with the Recipes with Roy group. So hopefully you can join us then, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, because I'm in Massachusetts. I was going to try to throw together like maybe some little English muffin pizzas or something, but I mean, come on, you've seen English muffin pizzas before, so you know how to do that. Anyway, so I will probably come back and talk to you on my way home from the tour, the inspection, if I don't give you a tour as well. But I am almost there, and I was going to say that I was down, my weight was down. I was kind of surprised. I was down, I think, 1.4, so that was good, although, as I said, it was kind of a surprise. Did this just bump and drop me a little bit? My head looks all close to the top. Anyway, so that was good. I don't expect a good week this week as far as weight, but you never know. I didn't expect one last week. But I will go over that on Saturday. I don't know. I'll be either back in a moment with a tour or back in a moment to take you on a ride home with me. I don't live that far away from his aunt's house. It's probably about 10, 12 minutes. So I am just about at the house. I'm assuming the inspector will be there. So I guess I will talk to you one way or the other very soon. But let me just give you a quick little tour. This is the dining room, the living room. This is the kitchen. There's the door to the garage out there. There's a little laundry room, bathroom. I mean, really expansive house. Here's a little porch. She used to love sitting out on the porch. And there's the pool that she had. And here is a fireplace. Now this is made with pink granite, which is very local stone to this area. There's the downstairs. Here's the hallway to the 2 bedrooms. There's the bathroom. Here's her room, closet. She even has a safe in the back. And here's her bedroom and her bathroom. And a big tub. Hello, people. And then down here is a little spiral staircase, which I really can't manage with my issues, but I will show you from the other end. And down there is a little jacuzzi downstairs. And this is like a ton of storage she had back here in her little utility area. Another little storage room. This is where we kept all of our Christmas stuff for when we had our parties. Here's her bar. There's another kitchen down here that we used to use for all of the festivities. This is where we'd set up all the tables. And you can see from here the pool access. Another fireplace with a little oven there. And she had little portholes. There is the little jacuzzi area. And then another bathroom that for some reason the lights weren't on in here, with a little shower back there. But that is the house. This is where we used to have all of our parties. We used to have some fun times, and I'll show you some pictures here of some of the parties we've had. We've had the first Christmas we did something special was she was dressed up as Marie Antoinette, and we had gone to get her dress done by famous designer Sandra Celli, who does the gypsy shows on TLC, I believe it is. Here's a view of outside, and there's my truck waiting for me. But we did the Marie Antoinette Christmas first. Then we had one where she and I were Santa and Mrs. Claus. Then we did the Wizard of Oz themed Christmas, and then Alice in Wonderland. All right, so the inspection is done. It took about an hour and a half, 45 minutes. Now, because it is so late and close to lunchtime, I am running to Subway to pick us up some lunch. I've already ordered on the app, which some of you may be surprised by, since I did have trouble with the Wendy's app, as many of you know, and ended up getting double billed for an order that I actually didn't get because it was a glitch with the app. But I decided to trust in the apps, not Wendy's, but the other apps. I did finally get that Wendy's thing resolved after a few months. They had like $70 of my money. It took a long time to get it back, but I did get it back. Anyway, so the inspection, I don't know what the results are. I guess he'll send the results to Paul. And my jaw is a little tight, so if I sound a little off, that is why. But yeah, I just had to sit there and play games on my phone while the guy ran around and did things and checked everything out and did what inspectors do. I'm trying to remember if there was something else. I do apologize again for not having a recipe video this week. But as I said, it was just too much going on. I couldn't focus well enough with the state of things at the moment. So that is what it is. And why does this keep drooping? Or is it just me? Am I drooping? But have no fear, I am working on some new recipes. My friend Ro, who many of you know from her channel, It's Just My Way, she requested some Thousand Island dressing, so I'm working on that. I'm also working on a honey Dijon because just doing one dressing wouldn't be enough. So I figured I'll do another and try to do a honey Dijon, which hopefully you guys would enjoy. There's also what else was it? There was something else that I was thinking could kind of pair with that. Oh, yum yum sauce. I'm working on doing a yum yum sauce. And there are some other things. Falafels I'm looking into. What was it? There was some, I don't know, there are a few things that I'm working on. If anyone has any requests, as always, just put them down in the comment section and I will add it to the list of things that I am working on. I am still trying to work on fudge, which I had been asked for quite a while ago, but the ones that I've come up with so far have not really been, that thrilling. They either didn't set up or the texture was off or something. So I am still working on that. You know me, I'm trying to make things as low in bites, points, and calories as I can. But I did want to mention, in one of the groups that we do with the live chats, the Slim Win group, we've changed it to Wednesdays. So that's going to be Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. UK time, which a lot of the people in the Slim Win group are in the UK. But in the last meeting, we were discussing things that get in your way of losing weight. And they were talking about aging and how as you get older, we all know it's a little harder to lose the weight. And also, one of the things I thought was very interesting is they were talking about how our bodies are designed to hold on to fat. Because back in the day, prehistoric times, etc., we used to have to fend for ourselves during the warmer weather, and then kind of like it was a lean time in the winter usually, or if animals got scarce or what have you. So that fat was actually there to give you a cushion when you couldn't get food. And now our bodies are still trained that way, are still designed that way. So it's more difficult to lose weight. That's why we often say you have to make sure you're getting enough calories. Because if you're not, what happens is your body thinks that you're going into starvation mode, and then it holds on to the weight. So it's like a delicate balance of eating too much and not eating enough. Granted, if you do not eat enough for a time, you will start losing weight, but not in a healthy way. So you want to make sure you're just doing it gradually and not rushing it. It's not a race, it's a journey, and we always say that. But I thought that was very interesting. A great way to look at it is that our bodies are not designed to diet. So trying to do that is a challenge. And we all know it's a challenge. And I think keeping that in mind is definitely something to do when you're on a weight loss journey. All right, where am I? I'm not going here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm supposed to be going across the street to Subway, and I went into Shaw's parking lot instead. See, it doesn't take much for me to get distracted and lose what I was doing. But anyway, let me go run in, grab our lunch, and okay, this guy, I'm trying to back up a little bit so this ding dong, of course, has to stop right behind me while I'm trying to straighten myself out. I don't know, some people. Anyway, why do you keep falling? All right, so anyways, let me go get the lunch. I'll be back and we can discuss a little bit more before I get home. All right, so I have picked up our order. For those of you who are interested, I got a 6-inch turkey on the multi-grain, and usually I have buffalo sauce because that's 0 bite, 0 points, but they were apparently out of buffalo sauce, so I had them put on the it wasn't Chipotle, I don't know, it was some other spicy thing. And I have all veggies on it except for olives and pickles. That is often what I get when I go to Subway. Anyway, so yes, let's give ourselves a bit of grace, knowing that it is difficult for us to lose weight, especially as we age, because that's how our bodies are designed. We are actually fighting against the design when we diet. So yes, sometimes we will struggle, sometimes we will have issues, whether it's binging or what have you, plateaus. And that was another thing that they said, which I thought was very interesting about plateaus, is plateaus are sometimes your body's way of trying to recalibrate. Say you've lost, 40 pounds and you have like 15 more to go. Your body kind of just needs to reset for a moment, kind of like get its bearings, figure out what's going on, and then you'll start to lose again. I thought that was very interesting in the articles that I had read. So another thing to consider, besides just the fact that our bodies are not designed to lose weight, they're designed to hold on to it in case we need it, but we don't need it anymore. So be kind to yourself, give yourself some grace. Remember that this is how your body's designed. You're going against the design. And if you are on a plateau, know that your body is just taking time to reset, reconfigure what's going on, and then you will drop that weight again. So I am going to leave you here, and hopefully you're not too upset with me for no recipe this week. Hopefully getting to spend a little time with me in the truck, getting to tour Auntie's house, hopefully that made up for it a little bit. And you know that there are some more recipes on the horizon that I am working on. So recipes will be back. Hopefully the disorder will be straightened out so that I can feel focused and get back on track as far as recording and also as far as eating. I haven't been great with the eating part lately, but it is what it is, part of the journey. So let's keep going. I am home and I am leaving you now. So until next time, bye.